Leo here with RedFOX Lab CEO and co-founder Ben Fairbank. We're doing our weekly Ask Me Anything session, and we have some important announcements from Ben and his team, as well as some questions from the RFOX community. How's it going, Benny?
Very well, thank you. Very busy week, but it's all good. Very good.
Yeah, there's a lot of excitement in the community. We've just seen the RFOX price reach an all-time high this week. How's the vibe in the office when you see this?
Oh yeah, the vibe in the office has always been very good, but it's getting better and better. I think that we're growing very quickly, and the amount of people that we're bringing on, doesn't matter how fast we bring them on, they can't keep up with the amount of stuff that's happening. So that's really good. As far as the price is concerned, we don't concentrate too much on it because we know that the market's kind of a little bit behind what we know is coming and what we know is right ahead of us. So the vibe for us is just like is electric in the office, and we think it's gonna go out to the public very shortly.
Yeah, I bet. Would you care to comment though on the technicals relating to price action lately, like trading volume, support, resistance, or even the correlation between Bitcoin's all-time high? What's happening?
Yeah, I think it's a very hard question to answer, based not because we don't understand it. It's just that there isn't a huge amount of trading volume on the RFOX token yet, and we're not on one of those major exchanges, which will soon happen. But what will happen is that you've got a lot of holders and a lot of people that have been with us for a long time. I think the new term's diamond hands. And what you see is that if someone who's with us since the beginning sells and sells at a large quantity, it takes a lot of smaller new purchases to come in to sort of stabilize that. And what we've done really well is we've been in an accumulation zone for a couple of weeks now. So it's just going to take next week and a listing or something like that. And I think we'll go through price discovery, which we've never been through before. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out. But ultimately, as I say, I think the market's quite a long way behind where the team already knows we are. So we're just excited to sort of bring people up to speed and what's actually happening. But the correlations and that, hard to line them up when the trading volumes are so low. We need to go through price discovery, be on a major exchange and do some serious volumes before we really can answer that question properly.
Okay. I'm not sure if you saw it, but ICO Drops recently tweeted a chart. It was showing the ROI over the past 30 days of the top 20 NFT platforms by market cap. Where was RFOX on that chart?
Very high, towards the pointy end, which was very nice to see. But I think it's we're finally starting for people to understand that we're not just an NFT project, and that we're a whole ecosystem, and that we're actually a venture builder. And a lot of people haven't been able to wrap their heads around that. But those that sort of delve in and read through the materials and have a look what's on offer are often quite surprised. And I think that we're going to feature on a lot of different indexes. So I think that's going to really help us greatly.
Yeah, that's it. RFOX has really moved up in the ranks, and a lot of work goes into getting to where you guys are now. And I think we should talk about what's going on behind the scenes at RedFOX Labs. You've brought on some heavy hitters to the team recently. So what about Brian Chu? Can you tell us how he's fitting in and what he's doing for RedFOX Labs?
Yeah, Brian's a good friend of mine. I worked with him through a pivotal period of Grab's journey as well. So we know each other very well. And he's a scaler. So he's built 3 unicorn companies in Zalora, Gojek, and Grab, obviously. And he's doing another one now. And he's extremely excited about the potential that RFOX has. And he's sort of dropped a lot of what he's doing and come across and focus on us. He's understood that we've got an amazing idea and concept. He knows that we know how to run big companies, and he's the guy that sort of is the conduit that helps scale fast. So he's opening doorways, bringing in contracts, bringing in heavy hitters as well. So he fits right in. He's a great cultural fit, and he's just a guy that gets things done. So he's every day he's getting more excited and becoming more and more involved, which is wonderful.
Yeah, cool. And you've also brought on the legendary Philip Mostert as your CMO. What's Philip's background, and what impact will he have?
Yeah, he's got an amazing decorated career already, and he's heavy on the BI side and does data, which is what everybody knows we're data driven. So he fits right in, and that's a rare combination to find as well. He's very well known in the region, very sought after. So the caliber of people that are coming to us now that want to work with us is quite astounding, and I think he's going to have some very serious impact very quickly. We're already starting to see the first elements of that with the marketing at the moment. So this guy's so much more than a marketer as well, and he's already building a team of heavy hitters under him as well. So this is quite quickly turning into something that's very, very pleasing to everybody that's been around since the start.
Yep. So moving on to the RedFOX NFT platform, it will open up an entire new economy for NFTs. How close is it to being released?
It's always two answers to release questions. There's the dev answer, 6 to 8 weeks, and then there's the realistic answer. I believe that we want to make sure that it's battle tested before we go to market. We do think it is achievable in that time frame still, but will it be production ready for multiple clients or just for cogs? We've got clients that are coming to us now that want to go in 4 weeks and 5 weeks, while there's still a bit of anticipation and hype in the space. So we're moving as fast as we possibly can, but we're not going to ever sacrifice quality. We're going to make sure that each of our products is very top-notch and high quality. We want to make sure that it can service the clients that we bring in. These aren't little fish anymore. These are big players, and we need to make sure that we do a good job of that.
Yeah, and without giving too much information away before it's released, how will it be different to competitors?
It's more like a Shopify in the sense that you're spinning up your own page and site. So we're providing the structure, the flow, a reward structure that we haven't talked about yet, and some hooks to bring people in. But ultimately, the way it works is that you could use DOT for your NFTs, you could use BSC, you can use Ethereum, Wax, doesn't matter, it's agnostic. So ultimately, these companies that come to us will be able to launch what effectively looks like their own website, marketplace, and NFT collections on their own standalone site. But we have the API capabilities of being able to tap into volumes and liquidity through a back-end market. So it's not like an OpenSea or a Rarible or something like that. It's very, very different indeed.
Okay. For those new to COGS, can you explain how they can play COGS and earn at the same time? It's a game changer, right?
100%. I mean, the ultimate end goal for us when we started was to have interoperable game pieces that could be used across a number of different games, and that they weren't just stuck to one thing, and that there's a whole play to earn economy involved. At the moment, you can complete sets, you can put them in tubes, and you can stake them. And those staking rewards, because the RedFOX price keeps going up, has meant that a lot of people have actually recouped their initial investment on COGS and more without actually having to sell any. So they've still got their COGS and their money back, which is an ideal situation. But our play to earn model will be rolled out shortly in line with the public beta release. And we've built quite a robust plan for how players can play to earn, play to keep, and in tournaments, and also really have a chance at earning a decent amount of money by playing the game.
Outcoin Daily, it's one of the largest crypto channels on YouTube, and today it mentioned RedFOX Labs as a top gaming coin. I thought it was about time they went into a bit more detail today, which is great. They said it was basically listed only on Uniswap, and I know they've only got limited time on the show, but could you fill in some gaps for any of the important points that were missed?
Yeah, I think that they've covered us a few times. They talked about us as being a top altcoin to watch in November, and they've even touted us as being a potential top 20 token, which is very flattering. That was through Nugget when he went on there. But ultimately, the exposure that they bring for us is fantastic, and any mention that they give us is great. I think that people are just really needing and wanting that centralized exchange, that tier one ability to trade, and that's obviously coming fairly soon. So it's a matter of just timing, but they do very quick reviews, and I think once you piece all of the types of things together, they'll get there. But it's a very difficult project to explain because it's not just a gaming project, it's not just an NFT project.
Yeah, that's right. And everyone's always asking, how can we get RedFOX working for us? Can you give us some updates on that?
Yeah, so it is a question that a lot of people ask. People want those rewards, and I think that's more important than being able to spend for most people. But ultimately, the next week's announcements, when we go out with the virtual space, tie everything together, we're going to introduce something that's going to make even the longest holders and maybe the staunchest advocates and also the biggest doubters very, very happy. We're doing something with a little bit of a different twist on it, as we always like to do. And I think that this is going to be extremely exciting for RedFOX and for the holders of RedFOX. So you just have 5 or 6 more sleeps, and then it should all be unveiled. All
right. Ben, do you have any updates on the streaming platform?
Yeah, so the streaming platform was acquired, as you know. So we're working on some pretty cool stuff with RedFOX Media and a few things that we're going to be releasing shortly. But ultimately, that will now plug into our cashback e-commerce streaming app. So we don't have to rely on any third parties like YouTube anymore, which is pretty exciting. The app itself had been finished for some period of time, but it had been set up and integrated with YouTube. And we really needed the guys from My Media and also the streaming platform to come on to help us launch that. So we're at the stage where we're very close to being able to show you a sneak peek and a preview of what the cashback and streaming app looks like and how it works. And I'm very, very excited to be able to show you that. But that's just one more venture that's launching, and there is so much going on that it's just crazy. But I think people are going to very quickly wake up and realize that we're much more than just that NFT and gaming project.
Yeah, well, everyone's going to be waiting for that announcement to come through. If you'd like to get those announcements straight away, remember to like and subscribe to the channel. And would you like to give a shout out to anyone in the community, your big fan, Janet Yellen, or perhaps the NFT expert, Lindsay Lohan?
Yeah, great friends of mine. I just want to say thank you to our community. We've probably got the most non-toxic community on the whole face of the cryptosphere. And these guys are like family. They band together. They help all the new people coming in. They make RedFOX just an amazing, an even more amazing project, and it's a pleasure for us to get in there and interact with them. So external people doing external stuff is less of a concern. We're much more interested in what our guys are doing, and thank you to our community for being so non-toxic, so supportive, and to really take the time to peel back the layers and understand how things are concerned and going.
Yeah, they're great guys, and you can join the community on Telegram. That's all we've got time for today. Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend, Benny.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for having us.